Alright, today I'm going to show you guys about two of my favorite tools in my kit that I use for finding and locating both honeybee colonies and wasp and hornets behind walls. This is my FLIR camera. It's a heat-reading, heat-seeking camera, and this is my refractometer. I can't say that correctly, but this tests the moisture content in the honey to let you know if it's good or not. Typically, anything below 20 is fair, below 17 is awesome, and below 15% is really, really good. Alright, if you buy one of these online, this is one that I bought on Amazon. I can't quite remember how much it cost because I bought it a while ago. But it comes in this little kit. In here you have a few pipettes, so you can get some of the honey if you want to. You can pick it up off of the frame, out of your honey bucket, wherever. 9 times out of 10 though, I don't actually use these. I just dab a little bit of honey right on it, and I don't even bother with these. They're kind of a pain to clean, and so it's not really worth it. But it comes with a little cloth for both the lens you look through and the lens that will read your honey through. There's a little screwdriver in case you need to make any little adjustments, and I'll show that here in a minute. And of course, a little user's guide. I definitely recommend using this and reading it, especially if it's your first time using this. You can feel a little unsure, but definitely trust your gut and be bold. You're probably not wrong. It's good to double check and verify with people, but if you're getting consistent readings, if you are doing little experiments and you're testing honey a couple of times, or the same batch of honey a few times, and you're getting the same reading, you're probably doing it correctly in the way that you should. Okay, this little lens piece, plastic lens cover, pops up, and it's kind of double jointed there, so it comes over, zoom back in, so it will fit over the little knob. And you can use this to adjust your sights in here once you look through to line it up. Let's see if you can see. You can't quite see it out here, but that's what the screen looks like. Let's do a little bit here. And let's see. I'm not quite sure if I can get it to line up so you guys can see the numbers. Not too far. I was quite sure if I can get it to show in there. But there should be a little bar on the side. You can see a little bit of brighter light to one side, and half of it's a little bit darker. That's the half that the actual scale is on, where you can read the percentages. So when you look right through it, it'll tell you pretty easily. And this actually, when it came from Amazon, was actually already set up to where it needed to be. I did make a few minor little adjustments just to play with it so I knew what kind of range it was in for sure, but I really didn't have to adjust it a whole lot when I got it. So that's that bit. And I love this thing. I take it with me just about everywhere, and it's been a huge help. So leave that up. And then this is my FLIR camera. It's a heat-reading, heat-seeking camera, and I love this thing. It comes in its own little carrying case. I bought this one quite a while ago, so the case styles may be different now. This was the one from, I believe, 2020 or so. This was the model, the one that they were doing. So, but in it comes the camera itself. Looks like a speed gun, really, and the user's manual. Again, I definitely recommend at least glancing through it. It never hurts. And that way you can have a more enjoyable experience and actually set it correctly so you can find the right things at the right time. This has the manufacturer model sticker number on it, along with some other information on the other side. That's the front screen. And that side. I'm going to turn it on for you guys. You gotta press and hold for 3 seconds. And then you'll get a screen that says thermal image while it loads. Yep. And then the colors on here, can't quite see them. It's not differentiating a whole lot. But in there, like the red is a hotter color, the blue is a colder color. The greens and purples are kind of in the middle. And it ranges, this one ranges from, there's like 4 or 5 different settings that you can get it into to give you different heat readings. I have found that this works better in cooler times and in northern climates. Especially if you're gonna try to find a hive and you're in a southern climate, it's best to try to do it early in the morning or late at night when it's the coolest time. That way the heat from the bees will stand out the most. If you're trying to do it in the middle of the day, it's not going to work out very well because the heat from the house or the surrounding material, the surrounding building, is also going to radiate very hot, so you won't be able to tell what is colony and what's just empty space. Yeah, so this was an expensive little thing. When I got this model, when I got it, was about $300. But it has been such a huge help in locating colonies, especially in the old farmhouses, where there's a lot of nooks and crannies from old carpenters, people who have tried to take shortcuts in buildings, and they just leave empty space that the bees can get into that you wouldn't really think is there unless you kind of cut it open and saw it. So this minimalizes some of the damage that could be done, and it helps locate things. But these 2 products right here, not necessary for first-year beekeepers. If you're gonna sell honey, or you want to make the honey side of things your primary income source, the thing you go after, I definitely recommend getting one of these, especially after year 2 as you start to grow a little bit. It just makes things a lot easier, and it allows you to better estimate how good your honey is, how long it's going to last, what honey you should use right away or more quickly, and that kind of thing. And then this I definitely recommend for like more of the pest control and the cutout removal side. Definitely super handy. And for the cost, it definitely eliminates quite a few of the headaches. So that's these 2 things. If you have any other questions about it, definitely let me know, leave a comment or whatnot. If you have any questions about how things specifically work or you want the links, I can get those for you.